everybody! Today's video is going to be a review on the Cast On Bind Off book by Leslie Ann Bestor, or Bestor. Sorry, I can't pronounce your last name. I feel your pain. My last name's hard to pronounce too, or confusing to pronounce. But this is the 54 step-by-step methods of casting on and binding off. The book itself is designed pretty cool. You have your outer, kind of harder cardstock, and then the inside is much more normal pages, but you've got this really nice spiral, so no matter where you are, even if you're on the first page, you can lie it flat, which, as knitters, that's amazing. What I really like about it, it's divided up into sections. I don't know if you can see the different colors. Yeah, you can. Unless, of course, you're colorblind. But just believe me, there are separate sections, and each section is themed. So the first one is basic cast-ons, and then if you go to the back, where your bind-offs start, you have the matching color for basic bind-offs. And if you want to go even more in depth, here are all of your options for your basic. You go to that specific one, and a lot of times it'll tell you it's matching bind-off, which is really cool. You don't have to kind of like fiddle around trying to figure out, ooh, does this match, does this not match? They're gorgeous pictures. That's really pretty. There's a nice little description at the beginning. Quick start on how to do a slip knot. Blah, 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 blah. But here, that's pretty good. You know, it's a nice picture. And then when you go to the individual item, there's another close-up of it from the side as well as staring straight at it. Both or front and back side, I should say. And there's characteristics of it and what it's good for. So some of them will tell you, you know, this doesn't stretch. Don't use it as like a cuff or anything, or stuff that you don't want to be stiff. And of course there's images of how you do the cast on, plus your words and what it would look like, and a description. Some of it even says where it came from or where it originated. And you don't just have your straight cast-ons. You have boop, 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 boop. It's on here somewhere, I thought. Yeah. So casting on and around. Mobius cast on. So there's some interesting ones. I just really like the idea that I have cast-ons that match my bind-offs, or vice versa. And right at the front, you've got just kind of all of your cast-ons, and then in the back, you've got the same thing, but all of your bind-offs. You have examples of other books that you could grab that would help you. You obviously have an index. I'm like jumping all over with this book. Acknowledgements, resources, other things you can look at. It's all around a really well organized book. I believe there is another one in this series. It might be 80. I feel like there's one that says 80, but it's just a little book. It's from story.com, I guess is the publisher. Yeah, It's not a publisher that rings a bell to me, but regular price, this is $16.95. You can always get it cheaper on Amazon, or if you don't believe in, I don't know, online bookstores, your local yarn store will definitely have this, and some of the big box ones do too. I feel like Michael's had this at one point, and obviously you'd be paying your $16.95, but it's a pretty good book, and I think it holds up really well. I like that. Here, let me show you this. When I hold this book, that's probably a better angle. So my cover is larger than the pages on the inside. From many, many, many years of using notebooks, I write in a journal, a lot of them are spiral bound. When you use something that's spiral bound and your cover is the same size as the pages within, for whatever reason, the pages stick out and get all damaged and gross. So this is really nice, especially if you're going to travel with it. If you stick it in your purse or something, you know, the outside edges are going to keep the inside nice and crisp. And done. Lay it somewhere while you're trying to cast on or cast off. It's on the table, it's on your legs, whatever. It's not going to move. You could even fold it like this, but I hate doing that with books. It just gives me the willies. But very cool. Even when you're casting on with two different colors, you know, it's, you know, like your waist yarn. It's even going to show you that. So I highly recommend this book, honestly. I have a ton of cast-ons and like 2 different ways. No, I got more bind off. Like memorized in my head, but this was really, really nice. And sometimes, you know, maybe I want to get a little fancy. I just kind of look through like, you know, I'm going to try this cast on for today and see if it looks good with my hat. Inevitably, I always go back to my favorite. I don't even know what it's called. It's the one my mom showed me when I first learned how to knit. Probably long tail cast on. It's probably what it is. But very neat. If you're looking for technique books, I would definitely give this one a shot. And, you know, you could even just check it out from your library and try some of them and, I don't know, photocopy it. Photocopy your favorite cast on if you want to use that. So, yeah, very cool. Highly recommend. Go and try it out. Thanks for watching. I'll have another video up soon, and have a lovely day.